Can your colour television answer you back? This pie set with teletext can. Ask it some questions.
How did Everton do?
Everton 1, Stoke 1.
What's the latest news?
Very likely.
Tomorrow's weather.
Looking up. And Pi Teletext can answer thousands more questions like these. Pi Teletext with full remote control from around £375. Shouldn't your next colour TV answer you back?
And now Maggie Forbes and her two colleagues from Cats are on another case.
Five cigars left, please.
And some peanuts, please.
I haven't sold a pint all night. This is why. Thank you, John Bull Home Brew. They make it and drink it at home for a heartbreaking 8p a pint. John Bull is a small country brewery's very own beer kit. That's its secret. That's why it makes a pint. It hurts to say it. So good. It could put the pubs out of business.
John Bull. So good it could put the pubs out of business.
It's happening all over Britain. A little extra help from the Halifax, the world's biggest building society. More than 8 million people are making the future just a little more certain by saving with the Halifax. Only one thing the Halifax insists on: you're going to take out more money than you put in. Isn't that the kind of help you need?
Get a little extra help from the Halifax.
Isn't it time that someone cut the housework down to size? Well, now, there's a cleaner from Hitachi. One that's very light, quiet, and extremely powerful, with no paper bags to worry about. It comes with all the attachments you ever need to get around the house. A cleaner that even leaves time to clean out the car. Trust Hitachi to bring it all within your reach.
The Renault Fuego, the hottest shape on the road, at Wilmslow Motors, Station Road. Superb Renault service in Wilmslow.
The Northern Ireland Secretary, Mr. Pryor, has announced his package of
Colchester 3, Cambridge 1. Doncaster 1, Crystal Palace 0. Everton 1, Coventry 1. Grimsby 1, Watford 0. And another First Division club beaten: Huddersfield 1, Brighton 0. Luton 0, Wrexham 2. Middlesbrough 2, Plymouth 1. Millwall 3, Oxford 3. Oldham 1, Newport 0. Preston 1, Leicester 0. Queen's Park Rangers 5, Portsmouth 0. And a big upset: Sheffield United 1, Arsenal 0. Bob Hatton got the goal. Shrewsbury 3, West Bromwich Albion 3. Southampton 1, Chelsea 1. And Brechin's game against Clyde in the Scottish League Division 2 was postponed, a waterlogged ground.
But tonight, the world watches Egypt. President Sadat is dead, assassinated by gunmen at a military parade in Cairo. 7 others died with him, and 27 were injured. The Vice President, Hosni Mubarak, is set to be the new head of state.
Tonight on Libyan television, Colonel Gaddafi, Sadat's greatest enemy, said his death would be the end of Egypt's relations with the colonial powers.
In a programme change tomorrow night, we present the British Fashion Awards for 1981. Ronald Allison introduces a musical spectacular of fashion for all occasions, created by the country's most talented designers. The judges include royal wedding designers David and Elizabeth Emanuel, and the awards will be presented by the Countess of Harwood. Join us for this gala occasion, the British Fashion Awards for 1981, tomorrow night at 10:30 on ITV.
Tonight we begin a 3-part series which looks at the way of life and prospects of some 800 million of the world's population, who are on the bottom rung. Rich world, poor world, in just a moment. Now look at the weather. Periods of rain, heavy at times with extensive hill fog, will gradually give way overnight to clearer weather, but with occasional showers. Lowest temperatures around 7 degrees centigrade, 45 Fahrenheit. Tomorrow all parts will have sunny intervals and occasional squally showers, some heavy and perhaps thundery. Feeling cold, temperatures no higher than 12 centigrade, 54 Fahrenheit. winds increasing from the west overnight to become fresh to strong by morning, but decreasing again later. That's the weather.
What can cool, can smooth, can perform? Can give maximum protection at all times. This can. Castrol GTX Liquid Engineering.
Wasn't she on the plane?
Comes from Barnet, she said.
I don't know how they do it.
Opened a share account, she said.
Share account?
Started saving when she started work, she said.
I thought she came on her own.
She did.
Who's she with?
She's with the Woolwich.
Oh.
The Woolwich.
Can I help you?
The one to be with.
Tune in to Cuddly Yellow Pages, folks. It's programmed to tell you where to find everything that's fab for listening and viewing pleasure. Video recorders, hi-fi, TV, wireless. Just around the corner from where you live. Now, watch and listen. Give Yellow Pages a thumb.
Visit the Chester Ideal Homes exhibition at the Northgate Arena Leisure Centre from Thursday the 8th to Sunday the 11th of October. It's a great show and a great family day out.
Gearbox trouble? GC Services collect, quote and repair any truck or bus gearbox fast. GC Services. Apollo, the most exciting window blinds under the sun. Choose Venetian blinds, new fashion louver blinds, roller blinds. Choose now at Altrincham, Barrow, Birkenhead, Blackpool, Bolton, Bury, Liverpool, Macclesfield, Manchester, St Helens. Choose Apollo window blinds custom built from as little as £10.
Any moment now, you're going to see 5 brand new BL acclaims drive onto your screen and perform a motoring ballet to whet your appetite for the new competition in this week's TV Times magazine. Then 7 men with new teletext colour TV sets will come on and...
The new TV Times magazine, out this week and still only 20p.
Poverty and hunger, and no chance of improvement. That's the prospect facing an ever-increasing number of the world's population. In the first part of a 3-part series, Rich World, Poor World, we look now at life on the bottom rung in Asia, South America and East Africa. The programme is a little later than advertised due to an extended News at 10.
The world we live in is divided. A child born in the north can expect to be fed, to go to school and live to the age of 70. A child born in the south can expect to be hungry all his life, never to learn to read or write, and to die by the age of 50.
Individual heroism and follow the most rapid development in weapons technology in the history of mankind. World War II, from the first shot to the final victory. If you only ever buy one publication on the people and events that changed all our lives, this is the one.
There were riots at Brighton on Saturday, a ground with high metal fencing around the pitch. The death toll at Bradford would certainly have been higher if supporters there had been fenced in. Both Brighton's Goldstone Ground and Gillingham's Priestfield Stadium have been visited by safety officials today. We'll also be reporting on an outbreak of Star Wars in Sussex as the astronomers of the Royal Observatory face a fight for funding. The government is considering ideas to cut the cost of stargazing. And smaller lenses in action, the people who paid for a weekend course in wildlife photography, courtesy of the local zoo. So there we are, that's Coast to Coast, beginning as ever at 6 o'clock, immediately after the national news from ITN at 5:45.
And now here on TVS we continue our programmes with Sons and Daughters.
There are workouts for biceps. There are workouts for thighs. There are workouts for legs. And now there's even a workout for your thumb, the SweetX workout. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Unlike sugar, SweetX are calorie-free, so they help keep your thumb and your body in really good shape. SweetX, the sweetest part of your daily workout.
Just haul up all those legs at once and go out jogging all through lunch. Fix that computer, walk the dogs, and spend the weekend chopping logs. Yakety yak!
Oh, my back.
Relax in a warm Radox bath with a unique blend of herbs and mineral salts.
Just carry out those bags and then go back and do it all again. Take off that car wheel in the rain. A Radox bath will ease the strain. Yakety yak!
Oh, my back.
Get back to a Radox bath. It's the secret of relaxation.
When Gran bought herself a motorbike, well, I knew Dad would need a nice cup of Quick Brew. Quick Brew makes a lovely cup of tea because these flavour perforations let all the rich taste of the tea flow through.
That's better.
Well, I'm ready for the tea.
With milk, and sugar. Quick Brew brews a smashing cup of tea.
Just fancy that, it's low in fat. Goodness gracious, great ball of cheese.
Edam, low in fat.
Tonight in Emmerdale Farm, the strain on Henry Wilkes is beginning to show.
We can't go on like this. Look, for the time being, until Emmerdale can spare me, we've got to get you an assistant.
The brewery can't spare anybody.
What are you going to do?
Advertise, I suppose. Advertising career.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, not much else we can do.
I can help you out.
What?
Emmerdale Farm, tonight at 7, here on ITV.
It's all go from our Karen. She ain't got a moment to snatch a decent meal. Well, it's not right. So Ross asked the girls what they fancied, see? Something different but quick to cook, they said. Like Indian chicken with apples and sultanas, or Chinese chicken with bamboo shoots and water chestnuts. New Ross stir-fry meals. So it's feet up and eat up, girls, because with Ross, you're the boss.
Is it clean? Is it fresh? Freshmatically. Is it clean? Is it fresh? Freshmatically. Freshmatically clean. Freshmatically fresh. Harpic Freshmatic.
Friday wrote Mr. Kipling a fancy dress party for my nephew, for which I created something rather fancy. My exceedingly delicious French fancies. They match the occasion rather well, with their colourful fondant icing and their frills. And as for the light cake and delicate filling beneath, it must surely have won a prize, had there been any left to judge.
touch me.
Science brings you Silkience, a conditioner that goes only where your hair needs it, like this, or all over like this. What you don't need rinses clean away.
Feel me.
For beautifully conditioned hair, give it the Silkience touch.
Avon Pure Care is the complete skincare program. No fragrance, no alcohol, hypoallergenic. Pure protection by Pure Care, only from Avon.
When banana-flavored custard meets exotic tropical fruit-flavored jelly, there's no knowing who'll drop in for New Bird's Tropical Trifle.
It may have escaped your notice, but there's a bank that's different. Of course, you get a checkbook, collect interest on your savings. You can apply for a personal loan. Everything you'd expect from a bank. But there is a bank that's open long hours and Saturday mornings. There is a bank that's always close at hand because it's in the post office. There is a bank that won't charge you a penny as long as you have a penny in your account. Well, now you can see the difference. Take a closer look. Pick up a leaflet at your post office. National Gyro Bank. We're different because we've got more to offer.
A chance to win the cruise of a lifetime in Leslie Crowther's garden, an 80-piece tableware collection, and week 3 of the Royal Birthday Stamp Offer.
And now we go over to ITN for a roundup of the latest national and international news. The time, 5:45.
This is BBC One. Good afternoon. In 2 minutes, the news and weather, followed at 1 o'clock by Pebble Mill. At 12:45, the news on BBC One with Richard Baker.
This morning, the TUC Economic Committee was attended by government ministers, including Mr. Michael Foot, the Chancellor Mr. Healy, and Mr. Booth, the Employment Secretary. The ministers have been discussing with the trade union leaders on the committee wider economic issues, as well as the current problems of pay and prices. It's expected there'll be several more similar meetings. That's the lunchtime news, and we're back again at 5:40. Let's look at the nationwide weather picture from Michael Fish.
Good afternoon to you. Well, despite the fact that temperatures today are far higher than they've been for some considerable time in many parts of the country, we're certainly not out of the woods yet. It does look as if very gradually in the next day or so it's going to turn cold again over most parts of the country. And indeed, bad news, I'm afraid, for the football managers in the north. For the month of February as a whole, there's a good deal of very cold weather on offer, a fair bit of snow as well, especially in the south. Although with a bit of luck, I think we're going to see rather more settled weather than we did in January. As far as today's picture is concerned, we have two things of interest to show you. First of all, this frontal system that's edging down very slowly from the north, bringing colder northerly winds into those northern parts of the country. And we also have frontal systems down to the southwest that are trying to edge up towards southwestern parts. And if we look at this morning's satellite picture, you'll see, I think, both those systems shown there quite nicely. First of all, here's the cold front out there to the west, curling back and becoming an occlusion further north there. There's the sort of meeting point of the warm and cold fronts just there to the east of Scotland, and a much more marked great mass of white cloud down to the southwest. That's those frontal systems that are trying to push in. So as far as today's weather is concerned, in the far north of Scotland, already behind that cold front, so fairly bright for the rest of the day, 1 or 2 wintry showers. In Northern Ireland and southern parts of Scotland, that cold front, fairly slow moving at the moment, admittedly is giving a fair bit of cloud. Rain will soon get into Northern Ireland, and there's a rain around in southern Scotland as well at the moment. And very gradually, I think you're going to find during the course of the afternoon and first part of the evening that this area of rain works its way slowly southwards, and as it comes across the high ground, say in North Wales or the Pennines, you're going to find some sleet or snow coming out of it. Somewhat clearer weather eventually getting into these Northern Ireland and southern parts of Scotland. Over the rest of England and Wales, a dry afternoon, a fair bit of cloud around, but here and there a little bit of brightness, the odd glimmer of sunshine. And as you see from the temperature levels, at least over England and Wales, quite a bit higher than of late, not far off normal, around the low 40s Fahrenheit, although in the north of Scotland, all the while, it will gradually be turning colder. And then for this evening and tonight, well, still some rain or sleet around perhaps to begin with in these more southern parts of Scotland and through northern England, but all the time that's going to be working its way southwards into the rest of England and Wales, so that in the north for much of the night it'll be fine and dry. There'll be quite a widespread sharp frost again, just 1 or 2 wintry showers coming in on those northwesterly winds to those north-facing coasts. Also, I think you're going to find later on in the night in that southwestern part, those frontal systems will bring in some rain, and eventually too some rain getting into the southeast. So most parts having some rain overnight. And that's it. A very good afternoon.
This is BBC One.
Well, I feel pretty disgusted about it, quite truthfully, as particularly with all this stuff we have here, the fish bones and one thing or the other. It's got, obviously, I mean, the weather's cold enough now, but if it gets a bit warm, it's going to start smelling. This is the thing. We've no transport of our own to move it. This is the thing. And it's just got to stay here until such times that they decide to come and pick it up.
Will this become a health hazard soon?
Well, it's bound to, isn't it? I mean, if it stays around any length of time, it's got to.
I think it's appalling, to be honest. We've already waited the last fortnight. After Christmas, we didn't have any dust collection for nearly a fortnight. Dust's been mounting up, and obviously with children around playing in the garden, it's not a good idea.
And so the city that was once the capital of England is for the first time getting a real taste of the industrial action that the present capital, London, knows only too well.
You can't play golf when your course is under 4 inches of snow, but for the first woman to compete on level terms with men, that's a minor problem.
Start the hands and the left side.
She simply rearranged the club restaurant to make space for her first teaching session as Silvermere's new professional.
The club head nice and high and square, and you have a nice full shoulder turn here, which is good.
Miss Powell's appointment is regarded as a great coup by this young Surrey club. She's Britain's first black lady professional and a big tournament attraction. But how will the American tour affect her new job?
Well, actually, I will be spending about 20 to 23 weeks on the circuit back in the States and throughout the world playing golf tournaments. So that leaves me with quite a bit of time. I mean, with 52 weeks in the year, I will be able to spend quite a bit of time here with the members and participating in just sort of various golfing events here.
For some golfers, thick snow would mean a disastrous start to a job. But it's nothing new to Rennie Powell. She was brought up in Ohio, where her local course is presently under 3 feet of snow and the temperature's 15 below freezing.
Well, that's lunchtime news. Our next news is at 5:40. Now let's have a look at that freezing weather with Jack Scott.
Viewers may be interested to know that the theme music from the Cat's Eye series is available as a single and is on sale at good record shops throughout the country. Tomorrow night, detectives Hunter and McCall track down a dangerous criminal who then needs protection.
It's a heist. This is a bus, Gavin.
Hunter, tomorrow night at 8:15 on TVS.
Thought you said we were just going to have spaghetti.
How would you like to change everyday family meals without changing the ingredients? Cooks Weekly is a day-by-day recipe guide that helps you make more interesting meals from just everyday ingredients. This dish may look special. In fact, it only takes 30 minutes to make. Cooks Weekly is full of simple ideas, practical information and money-saving tips. Plus, Shopper's Guide samples different cheddars. Cooks Weekly, because everyday ingredients don't have to mean everyday meals.
In the MFI sale, it's your last chance for thousands of bargains. Thousands of bargains for every room in the house. Kitchen bargains. Base units only $16.99. Wall units $15.99. Bedroom bargains. A huge choice of chests and wardrobes at MFI sale prices. All these fabulous hygienic Canterbury oak units for under £350. The lowest sale prices ever. Last chance for thousands of bargains.
Drive the new Scirocco and leave your troubles behind.
the Swiss, who brought you cheese with holes in it, mountain horns that are 15 feet long, and clocks that cuckoo, also have a recipe for a rather special lager, Hurleman. At Shepherd Neame, we recognize a good thing, and we brew it.
Come to Ben Bon Brothers Theme Park Margate. 25 acres packed with white-knuckle rides like the Looping Star and the new 100-feet-high Apollo orbiting you round the moon. Pay once as you enter, then all the fabulous rides are free all day. Buy the bargain train admission tickets at your local railway station to Ben Bon Brothers Theme Park Margate. Open daily.
Can you reach half the TV viewers in America with a single network ad every day? No. Can you reach half the TV viewers in Australia with a single network ad every day? No. Can you reach half the TV viewers in Britain with a single network ad every day? Yes. ITV and Channel 4, the best value TV in the world.
The Friday Night Fright is provided by Anton Diffring, who has discovered the secret of eternal life. The Man Who Could Cheat Death is at 10:30. And now we go over to ITN, the time 10 o'clock.
Good evening.
Mrs. Thatcher...
Clint Eastwood will be back in next week's Monday film as the tough cowboy cop who's sent from Arizona to New York to collect an escaped killer and finds that his ways of working are seriously at odds with the New York authorities. Coogan's Bluff is next Monday at the same time, 10:05. And tomorrow evening in Film 85, Barry Norman will be looking at Clint Eastwood's latest film in which he co-stars with Burt Reynolds, City Heat. He'll also give us a glimpse of Country with Jessica Lange and Sam Shepard as a farming couple trying to hold on to their land, Dance with a Stranger, starring Miranda Richardson as Ruth Ellis, the last woman to be hanged in Britain, and the sequel to 2001, 2010. Film 85 is tomorrow night at 10:15.
Let the sun shine in.
What happened to the good old Flintstones theme tune? Let the sun shine in. Ah! Hello, good morning, how are you? Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Like the old shirt, eh? But different. I was going to sing that all morning, so I thought we'd just get it in before somebody else did, because they were bound to, because they're like that here, you see. Oh, let's do one with a bell on it first, making all the noise. It says, wah! Lucy is 4 today, on Wednesday, September the 16th. That's Lucy Ralphs. Happy birthday to you, Lucy. Live in Tipton in the West Midlands, and it's happy birthday with love from Mummy, Daddy and Peter. And there's Noddy's little bell on the top, so very happy birthday to you. Pop that down there. Here is very, very macho indeed, Lion-O, and it says, happy birthday, Joseph. Lots of love from Mummy, Daddy and Jane. Don't tell us what your second name is, Joseph, but happy birthday to you anyway. And here, inside, is a picture of you on your tractor with a little friend in the trailer there. It might be your sister, but they don't say. But anyway, happy birthday to you. You have a nice day. Baba the elephant is here to wish Katie Dye a very happy 4th birthday, today the 16th, with lots of love from Mummy, Daddy, Anne and Timmy. So a very happy birthday to you. And here, with real smoke coming out of the top, is Thomas the Tank Engine. Happy birthday to Timmy Lee, who is 4 again. Everybody's 4 today on the 16th. With lots of love and kisses from Mummy, Daddy, Rachel, and the 3 cats, Sydney, Pippi, and Squeaky. And they live in Cumbria. So happy birthday to you. Put those down there. We've done those. Who's this on the front of the card? It's William and Clement. Happy 4th birthday, just for a change. Please wish William Merrick a happy 4th birthday on the 16th. Love comes from Mummy, Papa, Brother Clement, and Julia. And William sends a great big kiss to Gordon, who he thinks is great. And that comes from France. So happy birthday to you if it's your birthday today. It's play school.
Get ready to play.
What's today?
Wednesday. Here's an eye, and there's a nose. Some soft white fur here, quite a lot. Then an ear that grows and grows. Let's look and see what we have got. It's Buffy. Hello. I've just been combing Buffy's fur because she's got to look her best. She's having her picture drawn. Get the picture.
Caravan.
Moving house.
Caravan.
It's moving house.
Caravan.
Moving house.
Caravan.
In our midday programmes for younger viewers tomorrow, we'll be discovering that it's a spotty day down at Tickle on the Tum, and at 12:10 the Rainbow Gang, Geoffrey, George, Bungle and Zippy, will be playing games. Right now we're going to meet the Pretend Snowman.
Really? You're joking.
Well, that's useful. There's nothing there. Well, it says let's pretend.
So?
So let's pretend.
All right, Martin.
In our Cat's Eyes episode shown on Saturday the 5th of April, we referred to a public house called the White Hart at Rochester and accidentally inferred that the service in the bar was of a poor standard. Neither the real White Hart in Rochester nor any person connected with it were actually featured, and we are glad to correct any misleading impression caused.
Sorry I'm late, lad. Terrible sore throat. Stopped off for sweets.
Don't be daft, Eye. You need more than sweets. You need Strepsils. They're antiseptic and really help fight infection.
Strepsils, Strepsils, Strepsils.
Solid medicine for sore throats.
Is your self-help group dry and unmanageable? Are your volunteers thin on the ground? Is publicity a problem? Then you need the new style TVS PSA with the wonder ingredient, P.O. Box 13. PSAs are our own community commercials, professionally produced to put your message across, and they're free. Try one now by writing to P.O. Box 13, Rochester.
What happened to sound since you were a baby? Since you started out, has its freshness disappeared? Perhaps dulled by cheap hi-fi, sounding muffled and flat. Then one day, you hear a JVC MIDI system. High performance, bright and exciting. And it's like hearing sound again for the first time. The JVC MIDIs, born-again sound.
How far can you sit from a real fire and still keep warm? 5 feet? 10 feet? 15 feet? 30 feet? You can sit as far away as you like. A real fire can run central heating throughout your house and provide all your hot water. Everyone warms to a real fire.
Des températures est prévue. Voilà, bonne soirée à tous au nom de toute l'équipe de TF1 Actualité. Pas de dernier journal en raison du service minimum sur cette chaîne comme sur les autres. Merci.
That programme can be seen again tomorrow morning on BBC One at 9:10. And Telejournal will be back next Monday at the slightly later time of 11:45 here on 2. And now on 2 at the end of this evening, the first of this week's Music at Night. Howard Shelley plays Schumann's Arabesque Opus 18.
Put your head back.
Push your tummy up and just relax. Can you breathe normally? Breathe. That's it. Keep breathing. Relax. Just lie back.
Bert Coker comes from Mill Hill in North London. He's been retired for 11 years now. He used to be a printing supervisor. But Bert has always been scared of the water. And in all his 72 years, he's never learnt to swim.
Lie back. Hips up. Now, kick your legs gently.
And Swim is the title of our series of 10 programmes. And really the scope of the series is just about as wide as that title. Because if you can't swim, well, don't worry. We'll be encouraging you to learn. And if you can, we'll be helping you to swim a little bit better. Now, this is one of 3 pools at Barnet Copt Hall in North London. And our guide for most of the series is Eddie Gordon, Development Officer of the Amateur Swimming Association.
As the holiday season approaches, the babies' liberation movement are agitating for a break from ordinary nappies with Produce baby slips. Produce have 2 layers of absorbent quilted padding and elasticated legs to make Produce a most carefree place to be this year. Give your baby a break from ordinary nappies with Produce. They keep a liberated baby drier longer. Oh, look who's here. Poor old Howard. Time he took a break.
Suddenly, in a blinding flash of light, the big one appears. His mission to launch the National Tire Service sale, to strike a hammer blow to prices in this mighty super sale. In the hostile world of high prices, the big one fights for you.
Sky 3. The new album or cassette from Sky for only $4.49 at most branches of W.H. Smith.
See the face you love light up with Terry's all gold.
The finest chocolate assortment you can give by Terry's of York.
Terry's all gold.
There's a new shampoo formula for greasy hair from Sunsilk to lift the weight from every single greasy hair. A new shampoo from Sunsilk to lift the weight from every single greasy hair. New Sunsilk.
No pips, no peel, no flip, no powder, just juice. No oils, no acids, no preservatives, just juice. No sauce, no sugar, no corn, no coloring. No sucrose and no dextrine. No flavoring, no stabilizing, just juice.
Does your orange have anything added? Or is it just juice?
No additives, no mess, no fuss, just juice.
Comfort means softness, but so much more. Comfort in all your wash cares for all their things. Comfort puts silky smoothness into synthetics, rich, deep softness into woolens and cottons. And Comfort gives everything a natural outdoor freshness. Put Comfort's care into all their things.
This is a thing called comfort.
Have you noticed the change? At Woolworth, have you noticed the change?
The change for gardeners at Woolworth is money-saving, crack-down prices on the things you need to make your garden grow. Crack-down prices mean savings of £20 on the Flymo DLE, £20 on the ASL Speedmo, and over £10 on this Flymo Edge Trimmer. And there's still no better place to buy your seeds.
We provide the little things we always did before. But you love the change at Woolworth. You love the change.
knows the lady loves milk tray.
Could this be what you're looking for? The new 323 hatchback from Mazda. Versatile luggage space, passenger safety zone, aerodynamic styling. A powerful new overhead cam engine running on 2-star petrol. Front-wheel drive. Self-compensating rear suspension. Fully independent on all 4 wheels. The new Mazda 323. A hatchback to get excited about.
Dettol. When first she starts to explore, to help keep her growing world safe and clean. Pure, safe Dettol. For all the places she'll get into. Dettol. Trust it to help protect the family health.
There's nothing much nicer than a nicer slice. And the nicer slice is Danish. And the nicer slice is Danish.
Moment Once in a Lifetime features Judith Chisholm.
Royal London is an insurance company, well over 100 years old, and now one of Britain's biggest, handling all kinds of insurance from offices throughout the country. We won't try to sell you something you don't need. Our local man is there to advise you. The Royal London. Insurance advice for over a century.
EMI Video proudly presents films like The Deer Hunter, Death on the Nile, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
What a fabulous title.
Murder.
On the Orient Express.
Don't look now.
Convoy!
And the best of TV.
Hello!
Where?
There they are.
On over 100 EMI video cassettes. So pop along to leading Woolworths, Boots, W.H. Smith, John Menzies, and record stores. Or rent them from DER Multi-Broadcast and Radio Rentals.
Really?
EMI Video, a cast of thousands in your living room. Goodbye.
The Talbot Solara, easily capable of 350 miles without refueling. Visit your Talbot dealer now.
Educate your stomach to expect less food.
Good news for all you pussycats. There's a tasty new carnation cat food called 3 Cheers. Your 3 favorites, liver, beef, and chicken flavors, all in one box. Look, served with milk or water, it's a complete balanced meal, isn't it? These crunchy little chunks in liver, beef, and chicken flavor are packed with proteins and vitamins. Delicious. Cats that have tried it jumped for joy. So if you cats want a real treat, get 3 Cheers from Carnation. Enough to make any cat jump for joy.
Tiling is beautiful, but can be expensive and hard to fix. But this is contour tiling. Really beautiful and very, very easy.
Coffee ready? Oh, it's a good idea. You had your kitchen tile. I bet that was expensive. It's really lovely. Yes, it's made all the difference. And she's had the whole tile, too. Oh, it's terrific. And the bathroom. Oh, it's beautiful.
But the real beauty of contour is its tiling on a roll.
Tonight at 10:35, we present highlights of the Patrick International Squash Tournament from Chichester, which produced one of the most electrifying finals of the century.
Fantastic squash. You won't get a better rally than that anywhere in the world. It really is sensational.
The Patrick International Squash Tournament from Chichester, tonight at 10:35 on Southern.
Now we're standing by for the return of the big match, including the game between Portsmouth and Aston Villa.
Coming soon, Catchphrase, the latest in television technology from Television South. Roy Walker keeps the score while contestants take on a comic computer to win fabulous prizes. Catchphrase, coming soon from Television South.
Making the most of motoring.
Radio Times, your Christmas and New Year double issue. All the films, all the programmes. Radio Times. Christmas just isn't Christmas without us.
On BBC Two in a couple of minutes, The Called It Story. John Mills and Eric Portnam attempt the seemingly impossible to escape from the infamous World War II prison fortress. And facing a different set of challenges are the canine contestants of Superdogs. Finalists from the South East and the Midlands compete in the search for Superdog of '89. That's at 10 to 4 this afternoon, here on One. First, a musical quest for the puppets in search of the Wow Wow Wibble Woggle, Wazy Woodle Woo.
Well, after the break on Southern, we'll be catching up on the day's news with ITN.
On Sunday evening, BBC Two begins a three-part reconstruction of a famous murder case of the 1820s, which caught the imagination of the public at the time. The true story of Maria Martin and her lover, farmer's son Bill Corder. Maria Martin, or Murder in the Red Barn, is on Sunday on BBC Two at 9:15.
A feature film for Christmas on BBC Two. Marlon Brando stars as the Godfather, the spiritual leader and mentor of a large New York family, a family known as the Mafia.
That's unbelievable. This is a story of engineering genius on the one hand, brute force and ignorance on the other.
The years open, keep writing, and watch me come back, knock out a couple bums, do my dance, do my shuffle. At 30 years old, I'll show you a miracle. At 30 years old, I'm going to come back and wipe homes out. Bye.
Now soccer and 4 replays in the second round of the FA Cup. Non-league Blythe Spartans and Hull are still playing. The half-time score was 2-0.
And that's it.
It's a star-filled Christmas and New Year edition of Radio Times. There's a special feature on Brian Forbes, who's written and directed his first television film. Radio Times also talks to that lovable rogue, Walter Matthau. Sabu stars in Jungle Book. John Alderton plays James Herriot, Cliff Mitchellmore puts the questions, and Nanette Newman is Jessie. There's Val Doonican on Christmas Eve and Mike Yarwood on Christmas Day. And the best in feature films. Radio Times meets Christmas stars Les Dawson, Paul Daniels, and Mike Yarwood. Join BBC Television's party of entertainment and have a Merry Christmas with the special Christmas and New Year edition of Radio Times.
In a couple of minutes on BBC Two, Robert Key continues his series tracing the history of Ireland. And here on BBC One, Play for Today is a tragicomedy by Colin Hayden Evans. Name for the day.
taller than you. No, you're not.
There's one thing men know about good pastry. It should have a deliciously light, crumbly taste that lifts it out of the ordinary. Cooking does just that because it rubs in coals straight from the fridge to make your pastry lighter. So you can get perfect results time after time. Lift your pastry out of the ordinary. Give it the cooking lift.
Before Linda Beard designed her dolly mixtures for Colourol, she thought about the furniture and carpets you've already got. This is how her designs work with them. Her dolly mixtures collection is full of ideas that'll give you ideas of your own. Matching wallpaper, fabrics and bed linen, prints and colours that coordinate, not just with each other, but with everything in your home.
Linda Beard's dolly mixtures from Colourol.
We help you harmonise your home.
From New York City, home of America's most famous monuments, most famous landmarks, most famous skyscrapers, come America's most famous designer jeans. Jeans?
Yes, jeans. Hello. I'm Gloria Vanderbilt, and I design America's best-selling designer jeans right here in New York. Dazzling colors and flattering styles that shape your waist, hug your hips, don't gap here.
Gloria Vanderbilt jeans and tops by Merjani, now at Debenhams.
Some time ago, 5-year-old Johnny was so naughty his mummy put him in the shed.
All right, you've learned your lesson.
Thanks, Mum.
What a lot of changes Johnny finds, especially his local Wimpy. There's quarter pounders, cheeseburgers, bacon burgers, and the Wimpy king size, 100% beef.
Hello, Trev. What do you do? Call scrumping.
Have you seen how things have changed at Wimpy?
Do you know it's amazing what the smell of fresh milk can do? Gone are the days of calling the family in to eat. You can have fresh baked bread in minutes because it's part baked. Fresh milk. It tastes as good as it smells, so let that do your calling. Fantastic.
Ipso, ipso, new ipso, calypso, so refreshing. Ipso, calypso, ipso, ipso, drops of flavor. Ipso, calypso, that's for you. There's mint and orange, raspberry and lemon, flavors that will refresh you. Ipso, ipso.
Come on, you missed your train.
New Ipso. A little refreshment takes you a long way.
What wonderful years those were at MGM.
That's that done. And now I'm going to cut and vacuum the lawn with my new lover. It's the Honda lawn lover that Honda have asked me to use. Pretty stylish, huh? It's so simple to start. And it's very easy to use. That's Honda ingenuity. Look at the super grass collector. That'll save bother. For easy mowing and a lovely lawn, get a lawn lover where you see this sign.
Get that sunbeam freedom. There's a world to explore. You'll be free to spin and shout. You'll have comfort and more. Love that sunbeam freedom. You can see all around. Travel free from all care. Sunbeam won't let you down. Drive that sunbeam freedom. You can choose your ideal. Pick from 12 different sunbeams with that same freedom feel.
She's got her own life and her own style. She's willing to give a lead. She's warm and caring, someone with her own approach. Like her own magazine, Woman's Own. Aren't you a natural Woman's Own reader?
Town and Country Building Society. For the good times. Town and Country. Town and Country.
Town and Country. Town and Country. Town and Country Building Society, saving for the good times.
You need all the hands you can get with lambs about, so we all help, share the work, and share the galaxy too. Galaxy, that's chocolate for you, full of good natural things, real country goodness you can taste. Galaxy gives you a share of country goodness.
Things ain't what they used to be, and kids ain't either. So isn't it reassuring to know there's something you can give them that's just as good as it's always been? Fresh milk, full of the protein, vitamins and calcium growing children need. Milk. It always has been, and always will be, first for goodness.
It's simply great. For baking, and there's really no mistaking, Edam makes a super supper, goes down nicely with a cuppa. You can spear it, you can spice it, and whichever way you slice it, Dutch Edam is low on calories. Edam, the all-round cheese.
You and Cross and Blackwell.
With new cook in the pot, I made this delicious chicken chasseur more easily than my usual stew. Take these simple ingredients, add the mix to warm water, and pour over before you pop it in the oven. And then forget it. Right from the start, the herbs and spices are absorbed into the chicken and vegetables. It's as simple as that, and as delicious as this. New cook in the pot, deliciously simple.
You and Cross and Blackwell make tastier meals.
When Goldilocks found the three bears painting their woodwork, it was no picnic.
I'll get drips with this,
said Mummy Bear. The lumps in this are unbearable, said Daddy Bear. But this one's just right. Dulux non-drip gloss from ICI. Dulux non-drip gloss, said the bears. Yes, it's easy to apply, no lumps, and beautiful ever after. Trust Dulux to make a perfect non-drip gloss.
Hip, hip, and hold it now. Right, today we are going to demonstrate to you, wait for it, some delicious omelette meals. Fall in, lads. Excellent. Yes, they are a credit to their mothers. There's a lot of good meals in omelettes, so crack a meal today.
Is your future looking great? Or could you use a little help? A little extra help from the Halifax, the world's biggest building society. Whether you're heading for a honeymoon, a holiday, or a home of your own, regular saving with the Halifax makes the going easier.
Get a little extra help from the Halifax.
Everybody Ritz cracking, 2 ways a packet. What a flavor, lips smacking. Everybody Ritz cracking. Get a Ritz, you got a party. Everybody cracking party, even little kids is getting into cracking Ritzes.
Ritz have a delicious taste that's all their own, so start Ritz cracking today.
Everybody Ritz cracking. What a flavor, lips smacking. Box and roll packaging. Everybody Ritz cracking. Everybody Ritz cracking.
You and Cross and Blackwell. If you only think of bringing out the Branston with bread and cheese, think again. To me, there's nothing like the thick traditional recipe of Branston to add flavour to a cheese and bacon flan or make more out of a baked potato. I just fill it with grated cheese, then add the Branston. Just think of Branston. and you've thought of a unique way to make your family meals more exciting. Bring out the Branston.
Ewan Cross and Blackwell make tastier meals.
And Cross and Blackwell. Cross and Blackwell spaghetti is famous for its tasty tomato sauce. It's a bit special because they use 7 ounces of ripe tomatoes concentrated into every 15-ounce can. Just right for my family's favourite recipe. Cover a slice of toast with ham and spoonfuls of tomatoey Cross and Blackwell spaghetti, some grated cheese, and grill till golden. Spaghetti toasties. Delicious. My family loves it.
Ewan Cross and Blackwell make tastier meals.
The Taylor family flew the flag to Paris. What for?
There's all the fun of getting there. All the people British Airways can take you to.
What did the Taylors fly to Paris for?
For only £45 each return on a British Airways pound stretcher.
Spring again. Time to uncork the one you know, the one you all enjoy. Harvey's Bristol Cream, the best sherry in the world.
Come on, everybody, wake up. Start the day light with the lighter, more refreshing flavour of Brook Bond Coffee Time. A subtle blend of lightly roasted chicory and special mild coffee beans for a lighter, more refreshing cup of coffee. Wake up to coffee time and start the day light.
A few years ago here in Sydney, Australia, an extraordinary rumour started. It grew to such proportions that the government itself became involved. And it all began over something as simple as a margarine. Housewives were buying it by the caseful, and the brand became so successful that the Minister of Agriculture was asked questions here in Parliament about the product. But the rumour was that it wasn't margarine at all. People thought its taste was that good. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens now that the counterpart of this Australian margarine is made and on sale in the UK.
Kroner margarine.
It's no good, Mr. Bullock. I told them we're full, but they won't go.
At ease, lad. Leave it to me.
Who'd you tell him, Mr. Bullock?
Simple, lad. I just said, wouldn't you rather be Hebeling?
Hemmeling Light. Same strength, but low carbohydrate. Wow. Wouldn't you rather be Hemmeling?
Entertainment indeed. In a moment, we continue the tale of the family fox. The ITN News follows that, and at 11 o'clock tonight, Journey's End.
The new gas cookers use even less fuel than the old ones, so slow down your meter with the new gas cooker. Automatic controls make it easier to cook a complete meal all at once. Fine-tuned simmer settings give the merest whisper of heat. And biggest saving of all, the pilot flame has been replaced by automatic ignition. Slow down your meter. You could use as much as 25% less fuel for cooking with a new gas cooker.
That's the beauty of gas.
At your gas showroom now.
And Cross and Blackwell.
Cook in the pot chili con carne is deliciously simple. All I do is take a pound of mince and an onion, add either kidney beans and canned tomatoes, or just baked beans. Add the mix to water and stir together. Cook in the pot does the rest, while I make a nice crisp Mexican salad. Cook in the pot chili con carne. Deliciously simple.
Ewan Cross and Blackwell make tastier meals.
Esso are investing £3,000 million in developing North Sea oil, and the benefits are already flowing into Britain. Through 300 miles of undersea pipelines, supplying much of Britain's oil and gas. Flowing into massive investment in new refining technology to give you more of the quality products you'll need. Flowing through 500 miles of underground pipeline, keeping distribution costs down. And North Sea revenues are flowing into Britain's treasury at the rate of £4 million a day. Esso are competitive, forward-looking, and we get things done, which is good for you, good for us, and good for the future of Britain.
There's a flavor the whole world relies on. There's a flavor that always sees you through. There are 3 ways to say it, and anyone will do. Just call it Wrigley's, call it Spearmint, call it gum. Yes, it's the taste that refreshes the taste buds of the world. Just call it Wrigley's, call it Spearmint, call it gum. Come and take a blue plane. Come and take a blue plane.
Flying with Air UK is flying the way it should be. And it's a comfort to know that Air UK people are so helpful and friendly because they enjoy flying Air UK too. And with flights from 23 airports around the British Isles, Air UK is never far away.
We're the people who fly people.
I'm going to big school soon.
Come and see Aunt Eddie. We've got a world of clothes for you.
A growing world for everyone.
Have they got my size? They've got my size.
Who's got my coat? My card.
C&A has the flair. And a quality care we look at closely. Because we know you will too.
Look, a lovely teddy bear. Bear, Caroline, you're practically bear. Bear right, children.
Look at the flair. Look at the care.
Mummy, can I take Teddy to school?
There's a world of clothes at C&A.
And compare the prices anywhere.
In last week's episode of Fox, Kenny went to see Margaret, Charlie Locke's widow, and is driven away into the night with her grief-stricken voice ringing in his ears.
O'clock, join the OTT gang for another session of lunacy. To take us there, our film Sweeney 2.
Between Dover and Calais, the 3 superb new ships of Sea Link's flagship service, where there's more comfort, better food, and your duty-frees. Where Mum has a private baby care room. Where drivers get help for their onward journey. And where there are film shows for the kids. Yet all this costs you no more. Sea Link flagship service, the red carpet from Dover to Calais.
Grundig's Video 2000 machine, the best machine launched this year.
Absolutely loaded with features. Slow motion picture search and freeze frame modes outstanding.
Delightfully easy to operate. Picture quality excellent. Still frame excellent.
Hand on heart, if there really is a better machine, we've yet to see it.
The Grundig Video 2x4 Super. For features and performance, it's a machine the video press have a particularly high regard for. The Grundig Video 2x4 Super. Precisely Grundig. Precisely right.
Announce the arrival of Flight 851 from London.
Air Canada's good old Canadian hospitality makes flights so good, you won't want to get off.
Hold your breath for 30 seconds. Rent a cast of thousands for your living room. Thorn EMI videotapes.
Oh, the old Sunday Sups. Oh, what's this? A new one? Mitterrand, Leroy Socialist. Oh, this is more like it. There's enough here to last you all week, isn't there? Oh, look. That's a catchy name, isn't it? The magazine within the magazine. Very stylish. Yves Saint Laurent. I always thought he was a fella. Oh, my cab.
My Sunday Times.
Sunday Times? Oh, of course. Sunday Times.
Yet again, Wimpy cut the mortgage rate in half, 6.75% for a full 12 months. Wimpy, welcome home.
This is the martini time of day. Martini is anytime, any place, anywhere, because martini is the right one.
I'll just drive down the road there and you can take over. Oh, fine. It's a brilliant car, they sent as a CD. Electric sunroof, stereo sound, even heated front seats.
Power steering?
Naturally. Automatic transmission, too. 3-litre fuel injection engine. Top speed over 130. Just feel the acceleration.
Mr. Churchman, I think I should point out I'm the local magistrate.
Excellent brakes, too.
Vauxhall Opel. You'll like the people. You'll love the cars.
Now the time's just coming up to 11.5 minutes past midnight, and it's time for us to close down for just a few hours until breakfast time. And if you're not going to sleep through the early hours, then Radio 2 is there all night, as always. But for now, from me, Malcolm Einan, and from all of us here on BBC One, a very good night. Good night.
Please like, share, and subscribe to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Show.
Because there's no room left in hell.
Fine, thanks. What's your story?
Well, I'm in young girls' pants. I manufacture pants.
Oh, what filth.
Why do you prove it now?
I don't feel that there's any great interest in it. Clearly, you must have felt the world wanted to know what your private parts looked like, and now the world knows.
Suggesting dummies! Dummies! A consonant, please, Carol.
C.
A vowel.
That is E.
Another vowel.
Another vowel. I.
Consonant.